As you may already know, I am not orally gifted when it comes to conversing with females. It wouldn't even be outrageous to say that I get no girls at all. But I do have lots of experiences with shooting my shot at the HUZZ. And if I'm being real, all of them was straight bricks. I was moving like Wardell Stephen Curry against the Grizzlies. So this surplus amount of experience qualifies me to talk about the worst ways to talk to girls. And one of the worst ways to talk to girls is by dirty macking. The dirty macking method is basically where you put your peers, your friends, even sometimes your family down to look good in front of fine shit. And these people here are very weird and insecure, because why the fuck is someone putting me down to gain favorability with fine shit? Favorability might even be a stretch, because even girls have clocked on that this shit is fucking weird. And most of the time, it will be your own friends that do this shit to you. Because one time, I was talking to this girl. We were having a nice little conversation going. But obviously, one individual must have seen I was smiling a little bit too much, a little bit too happy, so that the conversation was going a little bit too well. So he injected himself in the conversation and said, "Oh yeah, guess what, fine shit? This was the brother that ate sheep heart in year 9. Started busting jokes about me, started violating me, started disrespecting me in front of fine shit.
You weird, buddy. You're weird."
My nigga, she's not going to let you hit. Why are you doing this? Like, it's not necessary. Like, what have I done to you? Like, my friend, we are cool. We are cool with one another, and you're doing this to me. Let me put you on free game. Anyone that has the dirty mac to talk to girls, cut them off. I be real with you. Cut them off. Real shit. Because those people are dangerous people to be around. Like, I'm not trying to be on this inspirational stuff, but I actually hate people like that. I actually hate dirty mackers. Like, I have a special intense hatred towards them. Them man are vile creatures. Like, one time, I must have been in a study base. This was a couple days ago as well. This dark-skinned girl must have came up, sat down. I was talking to her. I introduced myself to her. She introduced herself to me. Next thing you know, the guy I was cool with, I was sitting to the left of me, said, "Oh yeah, this is the guy who did a proposal for such and such."
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Why the fuck have you done that? Like, I'm generally curious why a nigga has done that to me. Like, if niggas see you shining a little bit too much, they'll want to bring down your aura. Like, that shit's weird. Like, in 2025, generally, can we cut off this dirty macking stuff? This shit is vile and disgusting. Like, I understand it as a joke, like, if we're mad close. But the person who did that to me in study base, my nigga, we are not friends. Why the fuck you dirty macking?
It's hate on us. You hate on a nigga. I don't understand why you hate on me, nigga. We don't understand. Show love, nigga.
And the next person are the begs. These are the people that try to force a lifestyle that they're not about. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with lying to the females to amplify your stats a little bit. I do it too. Sometimes I be lying about my height, sometimes I be lying about my financial situation, but it gets to a point where those lies are so diabolical that it can actually get you in trouble. Or the lies are so obvious that you look like a cornball. Like, take for example, in secondary school, there's one guy I was cool with. We must have gone on a school ski trip together. He had this LV pouch. He said it was fake. Cool, done, dusted. A couple months later, we were in science class. He pulled that same LV pouch out his bag and started saying to everyone in that science class, oh my god, guess what guys, I stole this LV pouch on the way to school.
Nigga, what's wrong with you? You a grown ass man.
And the thing is about this guy, his lies went into so much intricate detail. He was telling us about the area, what the guy looked like, how tall the guy was, his wingspan, his entire player build, how many badges he had. Like, at one point, I actually believed the lies. Like, this nigga was literally a sensational liar. But here's the thing, the lies sounded so egregious, diabolical, unrealistic, that people quickly realized that this nigga was capping. But obviously, this nigga was very facially gifted. And he was my friend, so a lot of people weren't really giving him hate, but more time people giving me hate for surrounding myself with people like that, saying about why he's lying, is it true, interrogating me. Like, my nigga, we're not even boys like that. I'm just cool with him and you're interrogating me. Why?
What did I do?
So somehow, because of his beg behavior, I am somehow bearing the consequences of it. And that's why you gotta keep a close eye on the begs when you're around the females. But then you have the LeBron Jameses. Unlike the begs, they don't need to force anything to be great. They are naturally great. They are just generally better than you. They ratio you in every single attribute you have, and they obliterate you in those ratios. It's not even a fair contest. So if you bring them around the things, just so you know, you are not going to be eating. And don't fall for the trap like I once did and think if you bring lots of things, at least one of them will like you. No. There could be you, your friend who's better than you in every single attribute, and 8 girls. The 8 girls are all gonna go for that friend that's absolutely better than you in every single stat. None of them are gonna go for you. Stuff like that does not work like that in the real world. And I know a couple people like that. And I make sure I never ever bring them around girls I'm speaking to or have an interest in, because it could get dark so quickly. Like there's a boy like that in my 6th form. It's so peak for damn near every single other boy in our 6th form. But thank God he's not feeling any of the girls in our 6th form. That's why stuff is PG, it's calm. Because if he was feeling the girls in our 6th form, we would all have to pull up that sneako chair in the corner and just sit back and watch. There's nothing we can do about it. And it sounds like I'm glazing, but I promise you I'm not. Guys that go to my 6th form can vouch. That nigga there is dangerous. Like, I've never really seen him converse with the females, but from what the stories people tell me, niggas like that are dangerous. And one of my day ones is like that as well. And I make sure I move mad clandestine when it comes to the topic of females. I don't want him to know any of the females I'm talking to, because it's not like he's deliberately gonna go out his way and take my girl. No, it could just be him being there. His presence alone, his aura alone will just pilfer my bitch from me. And there's nothing you can do about it. Literally, I promise you, there's nothing you can do about it. You can even try to introduce them to Blickolo. I promise you, the girl is not going to be feeling you again after that. But at least they won't dislike you. Unlike if you had a socially unaware associate with you. And having a socially unaware individual around the girls is one of the worst decisions you could make. And this is just something that's been engraved into my mind at birth. I've just always known not to do it, because these guys here are absolutely silly. They are great, funny and fun people to be around, but when the girls are around, they can't be there, because the type of jokes they are making are egregious. They are making those PlayStation party only jokes around the HUZZ. No, that shit doesn't run. Like, these are the same people that will start calling the females the HUZZ right to their face. No decorum at all. These people are absolute liabilities, flight risks. But again, as I said, they are very funny, cool and authentic people. But when I'm trying to score some points with fine shit, I don't need you down on your knees right in front of me, praying to me like I'm your messiah in front of a HUZZ. There were too many HUZZ around. They were all watching. It was dark. I don't need you begging on your knees in front of a HUZZ. Like, bro, that's a no-go. And they'll start laughing like shit's funny. Nah, nigga. Ain't shit funny. Ain't shit to smile about. These people here are absolutely diabolical for the brand image. But you know who's sensational for the brand image? Ava. Yeah, man, you already know it is. Ava. Follow the IG. All my Hayward brothers and sisters, follow the IG. Subscribe. And remember this. Girls are girls, boys are boys. Love and respect. Ooh.